the decision was eventually made not to specifically tailor this?
We think that it gives us the tools to protect many different things, but we've been working with Congress to expand those tools. Yesterday, the House passed the legislation 400-2. If that's not overwhelming bipartisan support, I don't know what is. I guess a few people didn't show up, but I mean, we're very, very supportive of the FIRMA legislation. And the economic team recommended to the president, when this legislation passes, we will have the necessary tools to protect technology, whether that's China or anybody else.
In a statement from the president, he still talked about the Commerce Department potentially putting on export controls. How would that work?
Sure. So again, this is the issues that we've identified, which are technology transfer broadly. One component of it are investments. Another component is joint ventures. So the new FIRMA legislation will allow us to deal with if someone set up a joint venture instead of going through an acquisition. And we've also asked the Commerce Secretary to look at export controls. So we just want to make sure that people can't get around the mechanism by transferring the technology or joint ventures instead of buying companies.
Assuming that legislation passes, how long is it going to take your department to sort of implement those reforms?
Well, we'll have a pilot program up and running quickly that will address critical technology. As it relates to the overall legislation, it is dependent upon us getting more resources and funding for that, but the regulations and the pilot program will come out quickly as it relates to
timeline on
I'm not going to give you a specific timeline.
Last question, please.
Should NATO allies be concerned that there seem to be some plans in place for President Trump to meet with President Putin?
I don't think so at all. The president has said very clearly that there are areas of the world that we need to work with Russia on, whether it's Syria, whether it's Iran, whether it's North Korea. These are very important security issues around the world. And if there are areas that make sense for us to work with Russia, we are going to do that. And again, it makes sense to have communication. There's no commitments or anything else.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mr. Secretary, does he
We have no
support lifting
plans on
sanctions?
lifting any sanctions at the moment.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.